Oh, yo.
What's
And it,
poppin'?
you
What's
feel me? I'm here
poppin'?
with my boy Smoke. Here with my boy Quad Money. My guy E just got in the chat. We're about to talk that Knicks shit. Because honestly, that shit from tonight, man, that ain't it. You feel me? We could have had an all-star like Donovan Mitchell, and we let that go for this bum. So let's talk about it.
Sad music
Right,
in the
man.
background.
Let's start. I'm gonna
So,
start with you, Smoke. What did you think of tonight's game?
yo, I thought to be honest with you, fam, I thought we had a real shot in the third quarter, bro. I thought this shit was like, to be honest, fam, like I thought we had a real shot in the third quarter, fam. Like, I thought we was gonna win the fucking game, and then I realized we ain't got no superstar, bro. We ain't got nobody to match Kevin Love and Donovan Mitchell energy because they was coming at us for real. They was like
Right.
Donovan Mitchell had a business face on from the minute the game started. I was like, yo, why he looking like that? The nigga wasn't celebrating none of his shots. So I knew he was serious.
It was personal for him because we passed up on him. You got to remember that. I knew this game would be exactly like this. You know what I mean? Quite money. Talk to me.
What's
How
bro?
you feeling about tonight's game? What are your thoughts?
I mean, like Smoke said, it was yeah, salute to the shot too.
Salute.
But like Smoke
Salute to
said,
the chat.
we looked good in that first half. Even that third quarter, we looked like we had a chance to win the game. But at the end of the day, it's a star-driven league, and they say that for a reason. I don't
Right.
think it's just a cliche thing they like to say. I think that's the way the NBA is designed. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If you
Where the
wanna
cookie
if you
crumble?
wanna survive, yeah, if you wanna be competitive and you wanna survive in this league and not be a bottom feeder and a perennial lottery team, you
For
need a
sure.
star, bro.
Great take, Quiet Money. Great fucking take.
I love that. I love that because for me, for a while now, I've been giving a lot of passes to RJ. I wouldn't even say necessarily that passes. I'd say for me, what I've been doing for RJ is just trying to be patient with him. You know what I
All
mean?
right. Yo, E, let him speak. Don't cut him off. Don't start that
Can
shit.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we
can
can
hear
hear you.
you. No, we
We
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you, brother. I am gonna mute you for a minute just because I kind of hear myself talking through your mic.
All right, cool.
What I was gonna say, that's why I've been for a minute trying to be patient with RJ, but it's year 4 now. There's no more excuses. We re-signed you, meaning that we giving you essentially the key. We're saying, hey, we want you to be this. This is the expectation. Most people, they already are that when they get that contract again. Like Mitch, he absolutely earned that contract. Can we say the same thing about RJ? Because his up and down play he's been abysmal at times. We don't know where he's at. You know what I'm saying? And tonight is an example of a game where he didn't necessarily have a bad game, but if you're going against the best player on the other team, I think he had 15, 17 points this game,
15.
right? Like that's unacceptable because you're going up against the best players on the team on the other team, and we're paying you as if you're supposed to be scoring 24 points a game or more. You know what I mean? Efficiently, because 24 points a game on less than 50% shooting ain't it for me.
Let me ask you a question. Is 20 points on 20 shots efficient to you?
20 points on 20 shots it depends. It depends on that's not efficient. Matter of fact, just doing the math in my head, that's not efficient. Unless you went perfect from the field and just getting twos. You feel me? Even like or just got to the free throw line a whole bunch of times. Like that's the only way that's efficient. But what's the likeliness of that?
Ooh.
My thing is
Yo,
this, right?
son. Hold on. Let's ask E. Let's ask E what he think before we move
All
on
right,
to the next
let me
segment.
let me unmute you, yeah, because I don't want to not include him. I want to hear his thoughts on tonight's game. Oh, He just dropped out of the chat. I went to
damn.
unmute him. He dropped out.
Move on to the next subject then. Let's go. Keep it
All right,
moving.
No, hold on. Let me touch on that subject first, right?
Go ahead,
Go
Quan
ahead.
Money.
See, like I told you, I'm always try to keep it a stat. I'm always gonna try to keep it be fair and keep it a stat on my
Right.
assessment. See, I don't blame RJ, bro. RJ didn't draft himself. You feel me? The
Mhm.
Knicks drafted RJ. He didn't draft himself. You know what I'm saying? And when they drafted him, I know a lot of fans were hopeful that he could, be an ascending player and progress with his game and develop into a star. But it was a lot of base things that were missing that I knew would make it almost impossible. But like, and so my thing is like, okay, we had the opportunity to possibly get Donovan Mitchell in the trade.
Right.
Even with that, the Knicks, it falls back to the Knicks, bro. Because they offered RJ, right? They offered RJ, but they knew that 2 first-round picks wasn't going to cut it.
Right.
You needed 3 unprotected picks to get the deal done, and the Knicks never offered that. We had more assets than Cleveland.
Yo, but Quiet Money,
and
we're supposed to be talking about the game, not summer. We talking about the game.
We talking about Donovan Mitchell.
I think it's relevant to the conversation. I think it's relevant to the conversation. I want to hear what he has to say. I'll piggyback. I'll piggyback back to E after Quiet Money finishes.
Yeah. So like they never offered what was needed, what was the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? They never offered it. So, and if that's the case, then they never truly wanted him. You know what I'm saying? So if they never truly wanted him, then that's not RJ's fault. I can't blame RJ for that. RJ can't trade himself or not, you know what I'm saying, or keep himself from being traded.
Right.
He only can play. And he only can play to the best of his abilities. Like, the ability part is the main part with me. Like, he doesn't have the ability to be one of those other players. And this is the point where I argue with people so much. He doesn't have it, man. And it's not his, it's just how he is, what it is. But if the player doesn't have it, you do what you like the Knicks are doing. You stockpile your assets. You know what I'm saying? You consolidate your assets, and then you trade for somebody. A trade for a star. I thought that's what they were doing.
Right. It just left us all in a lot of confusion. And with that being said, E's back in the chat now. E, you're muted. I want to hear what you felt about tonight's game.
I felt like it slipped between our hands.
You sound a little low, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to bring you up here a little bit on this end. Go ahead and talk, E.
No, go get your ice cream. Go ahead. Hold on to the ball.
Yo, E, you there?
Yeah, what you feel about tonight's game, bro? You got to speak up though.
I just wanted y'all to hear me.
Yeah, no, we can hear you
like
now. You need some bass in your voice, nigga. Speak up. Go ahead.
Like I said, nigga. Like I said. Pardon my friend.
Real quick. Me and Smoke and Kwame have been talking about it. We're trying not to use the N-word on the chat now anymore, just because on the live, just because we want to keep everything inclusive. So just be mindful of that, brother. We don't want to keep anybody out. You feel me?
You're right. Good man. You're right.
But we live. We're not in the back room. We live.
But go ahead, E. My fault for interrupting you. Go ahead, brother.
Well, like I said, my whole feelings about the Knicks game was that we had the game between our fingers. We had it, we held it, and we fumbled it. We fumbled the game. There's no other way of getting around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can really shortly say by we went into the fourth quarter with I believe here there maybe a 9-point lead, and we ended up losing by double digits. That's not one person's fault. That's a multiple people's fault. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with the coaching, I guess, too, because the adjustments wasn't proper because Kevin Love kept getting off. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? If he was scouted correctly, they would know that's what he does. He's a stop and pop stretch four. He's like the ideal stretch four. But I guess, maybe Donovan Mitchell a little bit exciting. And he took all the attention. I think that's probably what it was. But because after that first quarter he had. And I think it drew all the attention to him. And other players was able to eat. Like Wade. I forgot the guy named Drew Wade, I believe. I might be screwing his name.
His last name was Wade. I remember that.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't D Wade.
And there's other guys, stepping up. And that's how, and when a dude like Kevin Love, he get you like 29, 32, something around there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fumbled that game. We had that game won. We should have won the game our way, but we didn't finish that game our way.
Right. And my whole thing with this game and the thing that bothered me was that we have expectations for every single player on this team, and we keep calling them kids, but it's like all these guys that we have here have not been here for what, at least 2, 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's we can't keep making excuses for bad shot selection from Quickly and to be fair with him, he really didn't have that many bad shot selections today. But Cam Reddish, for example, today, like, there was a lot of things that he was doing that I did not like comparatively to like when we were watching him the other night. Like, he was playing better than RJ, and then tonight he comes out here and he's just shooting things up, chucking it. Like, that's unacceptable to me. You're professionals. You got to play this team sport. Stop worrying so much about getting your shot off and getting the right shot off. You know what I mean? That was the thing that was bothering me about tonight, because that was the difference between us winning and losing, to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I also agree that dudes didn't make the right decisions tonight. We had we fought back in that third quarter, and it felt like them dudes just wanted to hand it over and give it away. So I agree with you 100%. I wouldn't say it was just Cam in general. I would say, like, as a collective, we didn't show up enough. You know what I mean? Brunson didn't have the best game. Julius didn't have the best game. Fournier didn't have the best game. And then, I'm not gonna lie, Thibodeau didn't play the best rotations tonight as well.
Yeah, and look, and that's gonna be a recurring theme throughout this whole season, I feel like. You know what I mean? But it's he's the coach. It's his job to figure it out and get the right people to play together. And the thing is, I don't even want to knock Tibbs all that much tonight, though, just because I feel like in his case, you could see the passion behind him. He was over here yelling, got a warning already. You know what I mean? In that game for yelling at the refs or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot. It's the same old Nick thing that happens where we're not gonna get calls and stuff like that. But we can't allow that to be what defines us and what stops us from winning. We got to figure it out. You know what I mean?
I think tonight the problem was, if we just focusing on the game as a whole and not one in particular player, bro, our 3-point shooting didn't match theirs.
Absolutely not.
That was definitely something that I was looking at. That was something that I was looking at, and I'm like, damn, son. And it's not even about niggas being stars. And we need just a couple more specialists on our team. You feel what I'm saying? Why Luke ain't play? Nigga, he's a 3-point specialist. You got to do something to counteract what they doing to us. Because Donovan Mitchell came out 5 of 6 in the first quarter from 3.
Right.
That's like 15 points.
He had 15 points in the first 9 minutes of that game. You understand? We passed up on that. He ended up scoring almost 38 points tonight.
I don't want to dwell on that, because we know why he bust our ass tonight. We know.
Right.
We know why he bust our ass tonight. Us acknowledging it is us it's it's buyer's remorse because we bought the wrong thing, right? And some of us tried to warn others, but they wanted the poison pill, right? So they got that.
Right.
Now you got to deal with it, right? What I'm mad about is those of us that knew better, and we got to suffer with the niggas that got to do better.
I don't get that term, but anyway, yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I mean, here's my thing, and you gotta like, I'm not even giving my opinion here. I'm talking facts. If you're paying RJ the amount of money that we're paying him, 15 points per game is not gonna do it, especially against elite teams. Like, it's one thing if you're gonna bust, you know, you're gonna bust Detroit's ass or whatever. You feel me? Like, these are teams they're trash. Like, if you do that against those teams, it doesn't matter. Like, of course, that's what you're supposed to do. My problem is, like, when we're playing the elite teams, the John Morants, these you know, not the Utah Jazz anymore, but like, I mean, but they've been winning too. Like, that's actually going to be good. Like,
the Milwaukee's,
the Boston's. You feel me? Like, we can't,
bro.
we can't let that be the norm. We have to be the ones who win. We got to close the games. That's the problem. It's the same problems we've had for years, is that we can't close games. And that's what, you know what all-stars do? Superstars do. They close games, bro. And it's like with RJ right now, we're gonna keep making the excuse that, oh, he's young, that he was a number 3 pick, that you know, he's the highest paid player. If he is all these things, he's supposed to be scoring more than that efficiently and helping us win. That's my thing, E. Like, I can't, you know, I like the kid, but right now he's like, he's on my bad side right now.
Wait, yo, hold on. We got to give him some credit. He did play decent tonight. Not good enough for us to win, but he played decent tonight.
Right. No, I can agree with that. I'm not that's my thing with tonight's game. I'm not one of those people that's out here blaming RJ for the loss. You feel me? Because I can't. That would be unfair to him personally. But I will say that he should have done more. 15 points isn't enough for tonight. It's just my thing. Like, if you're the highest paid player, I mean, if you're supposed to be the savior or whatever of this team, that's the way people are treating it. Maybe I don't feel like that, but that's the way people are treating it. That's the narrative. That's the narrative, Smoke.
I know what the narrative is, because we've seen me come on here and go crazy over the narrative, right?
Right.
We've seen me game 1 when we lost by 3 and your man went 3 for 18. I had a fucking meltdown, right? Everybody know I'm emotional, and I don't hide that. We already know. Fact, especially for my Knicks. I'm trying to do better, respectfully. Know what I mean? But I'm not going to blame this loss on him tonight. I'm going to blame it on the team, because we didn't have enough 3-point shooting tonight. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like collectively, you feel me? Because you got to understand, when you're asking people to do different things, you can't expect the same results from when they did things previous, because the teams are different. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's fine.
So you can't expect Randall to shoot like he shot 2 years ago, because he's barely even touching the ball to get a rhythm with the ball. So you got Wilson setting it up now. So he's not going to be shooting 3. He probably revert back to his normal 3-point shooting, because he's not getting the rhythm of the ball to shoot the threes as much, because he's not bringing it up or running the offense. Not as much. And when he does run the offense and he does push it, he's passing it and he's creating for others. So, which is good. The problem is when we need certain people most, and I'm not pointing fingers at no in particular person, and I really swear to God when I say this, like, they start shrinking and they disappear when we need them. And it's kind of like Brunson has did it the last 2 games. Randall has did it the last 2 games. RJ tried to show up, but he know we need more. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, bro, this nigga dropping 30 on you, my nigga. You got to go for 40, my nigga.
Right.
But like Quiet Money say, the nigga dribble package, so like mid is under, like, and mid isn't a compliment. The nigga ain't got no like. He be trying to go behind the back and not blowing past nobody. I'm like, why'd you even go behind the back?
Right. It's like the dribble moves don't have purpose.
Yes, but then when you nitpicky like that, they call you a hater. Audio.
Yeah, but let them talk. Say what you feel. You feel me? That's my
Don't
thing.
tell me that. If you tell me to tell what I feel, I'm be like, yo, this bum ass nigga be doing a lot and ain't doing nothing at all.
No, I mean,
see how I get straight disrespectful and get straight to it? Yo, son, RJ Barrett, we probably could never be friends because if I met him, he'd be like, damn, son, you trash me, but you trash at basketball. It's not personal, my nigga.
Son, listen, Smoke. I told you, it's not even his fault, man. It's like when you have a kid by a chick and you ain't want to have you just wanted sex, but she got pregnant and now she keeping it. You can't blame the kid, bro.
No, I'm not mad at him.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? The league
Bro,
pushed him here.
What
you gonna do?
Yo, QM, how many chances should we give that nigga chance after chance?
But it's not about the chance. You give him a million.
I'm sticking with your scenario, right? Where me and the girl had a one night stand and she had a baby I didn't really want, but it's still my kid. So I was forced to love him, right?
You gotta deal with it.
yeah.
You gonna do it.
I don't got no experience with that.
No, me neither. Audio for the record.
Salute, Knicks. For the record, bro, how you doing, bro?
For the record, audio, me neither, nigga. You know what I mean? I love my kids, and I'm with my kids' baby mother. And I'm with my kids' mother, nigga, to be clear. But my point is this.
Real quick. Let me salute the Knicks, bro. We gotta salute the chat.
Oh, salute the chat.
Salute the chat real quick, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta salute. Let me drop a bomb for my boy Knicks Brew.
What's up?
That shit right there. Welcome to the Smoking Nick. What we talking
Nick
about? Real.
He's been here before, man. Welcome back.
Oh, morning, bro, my dude. What up, bro?
Welcome back.
Get back to your point. Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Hit the link, bro. You already know you good. Come through chat. We chatting right now, bro.
Let me drop it for him. I'll drop it over there.
I mean, and we don't want no trolls. You're not welcome here. Now, I'm not talking about Morning Brew, but I'm saying we don't want no trolls. We keeping it light. Right. We're not even gonna go in on RJ today because RJ had a good game tonight. I was impressed.
Well, being that you say that, right? Because I was just curious over a couple things y'all said.
God.
You guys were saying that you want more from RJ, right?
I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. Hold on. Not even a couple days later, hours later, you were complaining, oh, he shoot too much. And this and that. Now you're saying that he needs to become more of a scorer. He's not doing enough. He only shot the ball 10 times today. So you got what you wanted, and that's what you got. So where is the criticism? Like, where are you getting it from? Where are you getting the energy to get the criticism?
For RJ tonight?
For RJ and
So I tell you, for me, it's the.
What's up, nigga? Heck, nigga, what's up, Heck, nigga?
What's good, baby?
Yo.
Salute.
Chilling, fellas.
Sorry to N-word. What's up, Heck? What's up, nerd? How you doing, bro? I'm sorry about the N-word. We trying to eliminate we trying to clean it up. We trying.
Hey, listen. This is you guys' platforms. You know, whatever y'all want to say, y'all say. But Quiet Money, it's been a minute, my guy. I hope all is well.
What's good, baby? I got What up, my guy? What's poppin' with you, bro?
I think this is the first time I ever seen you on stream and you not in the gym, bro. Swear to God.
Yo, it's a Sunday,
That's
man.
a whole fact. Quiet Money live in the gym. He like T19, bro. Straight Terminator.
Nah, what's good with you though, bro? Good to
Again.
see you, son.
Chilling though, fellas. I was just here, SK he put the video in the group chat. I was like, let me just come through, say what's up to the guys in the late nights.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so
Now
We
you
could
watch.
we could use some of your takes, man.
Did you watch the game?
Always look
Yeah,
forward
I
to
watched
hearing
the
your
game.
takes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on. Let me ask him, and nobody cut him off and let him speak because we cleaning it up. Still the realest fucking podcast though. Recognize. But what was your thoughts on the game? I'll give you a minute and a half, unbothered. Tell me how you deciphered the game tonight.
Oh well, a minute and a half. I don't need that much, but at first it seemed like it was Donovan Mitchell show, right? That was the whole setup. That was the whole theme of the game from the first quarter, second quarter. Felt like Donovan Mitchell wanted to show out, what you guys are missing on, what we missing. And then the Knicks kind of fought back. Brunson, tried to do what he had to do. Mitchell Robinson still getting into foul trouble is annoying. It's good to see Hartenstein and what he brings, but still defensively, he still needs to work himself out when it comes to getting in the gym. Maybe Quiet Money could take him to the gym and give him some pointers. But then the Knicks came back. We got a lead into that third quarter. That third quarter was amazing. The bench was good. OB still, doing what he had to do with limited minutes. But then in the fourth quarter, it was a gut check, and it felt like this team just wanted to give the game away to the Cavs. That's what it felt like in the fourth quarter. And it was just lazy basketball, one-on-one basketball. It's like they forgot how they got back into the game, and they reverted back to the old ways. They reverted back to old bad habits. And when you have bad habits, it shows. And tonight, it definitely showed that some of these players still have some of that bad habits from last year.
right.
Drop a bomb on that take real quick, because I'm gonna respond.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that bomb right.
No,
Go ahead,
no,
Smoke.
no ball hugging shit, nigga. That was a good take. I appreciate that. Right?
Oh, definitely, bro.
Right.
We got to keep it authentic and 100. We can, and that's the one thing too. Like when you in this type of space and as a content creator, you got to be able to be unbiased and call it down the middle. If somebody's struggling, you got to say it. Like the number one rule of journalism is SK's my boy. But at the same time, I got to be able to write a piece about SK that could point out his flaws and his good side. I can't just automatically always want to pat himself on the back. My fault, bro. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Nah, you good, but and to be honest, bro, we've and just to echo your point, bro. Like we've had personal conversations where we don't agree on a lot of deep topics, but we've respectfully agreed to disagree and moved on. Right?
Facts.
I'm not no emotional nigga like they try to make me to seem out to be, nigga. I'm very thoughtful, very caring, very welcoming, warm, all those fucking things. I just go fucking hard, whether you like it or not. You heard? Know what I mean?
My guy, passionate, bro.
I'm definitely a nice guy. All my niggas will tell you how good of a guy I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about me, nigga. It's about us, right? Mm-hmm. So to respond to what you said, what you was talking about, I felt like, to be honest, like we did give it away. We was being lazy in that fourth quarter. Know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm trying to get out of the mode where we're trying to specifically pinpoint who did it, because it's a team sport and there's 15 niggas on the court and the coach only played 10 of them. So I know it's not all representative of just the players who play, because somebody got to draw up the plays. Somebody had to prepare them. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the last two games we was underprepared.
Mm-hmm. And we can't, I just real quick, because I completely forgot to answer E's assessment from earlier, and it kind of ties back to this, is that my problem with the whole with RJ's game recently hasn't been like tonight. He didn't have a bad game, so like I can't sit here and bash him and be like, oh, he had a bad game, but he only essentially put up 10 shots, scored 15 or whatever. And I'm like, yo, you're one of the highest paid players on this team. You have to do more. Like you're being put against these all-stars. We expect you to be on that level. You got to score at least 20, especially on a game like this.
So let me rebuttal that real quick, specific, because I know exactly what E gonna say. E gonna say we was arguing that nigga shoot too much and wasn't being efficient, right? I know exactly where you're gonna go, right? So I'm gonna argue like I'm E, right? Because we hip, right? So boom, just to make it interesting, I'm gonna argue for the nigga, right? So
Stop using that N-word, bro.
sorry, I'm gonna argue for the homie. But if RG shoot too much and we got exactly like he said earlier, he was popping Reese, long time, homie. We back with it, bro. I'm telling you. But if RJ shoots too much and he's inefficient, like we don't want him to be, right? Like the first couple games, he was 7 for 17 and 3 for 18. He takes about like 19 shots a game. You know what I mean? And like as E said, and I'm gonna use the points that he said, so I could sound like I am him. He said we got exactly what we wanted for him tonight. He took 10 shots. He was more efficient tonight, right? So I would say I want RJ taking anywhere from 10 to 15 shots a night and being able to score 15 to 25 points a night. Because I need him to be, this is how you got to be efficient. You got to force yourself to take less shots and make all of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I kind of agree with E. We can't complain that he take too many shots and then turn around and complain about where he take a little bit of shots. That you can't. We can't have it both ways. So I agree with you, E.
Respect, appreciate it.
I'm being honest because I don't want it both ways, right? I'm not gonna complain about him being inefficient, trying to get 20 points on 20 shots, and then I'm gonna be mad when he shoot the ball 10 times and get 15 points. You can't have it both ways, right? Mm-hmm. So respectfully, I'll be honest. He had a decent game today. It wasn't the best game because he could have been more aggressive, especially when you holding Donovan Mitchell and he trying to bust your ass.
Right.
You come back at that guy and bust his ass.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on real quick.
At least he muted it. At least he muted it. You know what
I mean?
Yo, let me drop a bomb real quick for my boy Smoke.
Put a mute game.
Oh man, yo, Smoke, you something else, bro.
What happened, bro? What happened?
Nah. He caught himself and he's doing something in the background, but before he messed up the integrity of the show. But you can still see him his lips moving. That's kind of crazy.
I love my dudes because y'all caught that. Yo, I was like, hold on, she in the back trying to mess my stuff up. Hold on, you gotta regulate, man. I'm Papa Bear, dog. You heard? It's the smoking Nick.
That's a fact. But real quick, I see in the chat that our guy Reezy Rolex.
Yeah, put those chats up. Let's talk to him. Let's acknowledge it and go through it, and we can talk about it. Let's go through it.
He's saying Obi is my guy, but he stunk it up in the early fourth on both sides. It changed the whole momentum, and we never bounced back. He follows that up by saying Fournier got to be more aggressive on offense. Can't have a let me see. What's this shooting guard? I'm assuming he meant to put. Can't have a shooting guard that really ain't trying to put up too many shots. What's the point of him being out there if he's not gonna score? He can't be doing nothing else.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, he definitely wasn't as aggressive as we would have liked him to be. But I want to hear what y'all think about it. Let's go with audio, nerd, quiet money, and then you, E.
I mean, you know what it is? I think for me, a lot of the issue is that like we like the same thing we kind of argue with RJ where we can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? Like people are already arguing that Fournier puts up too many shots. That they don't want Fournier there. But let me tell you something, Fournier, I he's grown on me over these past 2 seasons with him because for one, his defense is not as bad as people make it out to seem. He's actually a pretty decent defender, and he plays with a lot of energy and heart out there. And two, once his shot gets going, remember the second half of the season, you couldn't leave that man open. He was gonna drop those shots. So for me, it's just like I'll agree with Reezy. He needed to put up more shots tonight. I would rather have an aggressive Fournier than a not aggressive Fournier. That's just how I feel.
Fournier looks better this year than he did last year, in my opinion, so far.
Go ahead, nerd. What you think about that?
I agree. When it comes to Fournier, but when it comes to Fournier, as much as I love his offense, and then this is where it's going to sound like I'm like bashing RJ, but I'm not. I'm just trying to be, open minded as possible. If RJ if he had a better start to the season offensively, then I could see Thibodeau putting somebody in the lineup for Fournier that's better defensively because we need a better lockdown defender on the wing besides Fournier, especially with the starter unit. Like, I love Brunson like crazy, but at the same time, Brunson, he has a flaw when it comes to his defensive side. And it doesn't help having Evan Fournier next to him. And when you look at this team, especially the starting lineup, Mitchell Robinson is probably the best raw defender we have on the team. He hasn't put it together 100%, but when it comes to raw defensive ability, it's Mitchell Robinson. But we can't count on Mitchell Robinson to be that defensive anchor if he's getting into foul troubles and he has to come out the game and we have to rely on other people, and just putting all that pressure on Mitch I don't think is fair to him. That's why I think if RJ was to step it up from the offensive side of things, the Knicks could go out there by the trade deadline and get a wing defender to either play the small forward or the two guard and move RJ around from small forward to the two. Because I still think putting RJ at the three is handcuffing him. You're putting bigger defenders on him. You have him guarding bigger wing players, bigger small forwards, and he doesn't have that size. He's the perfect two guard, but when it comes to the three position, he's not the best three. That's just my opinion on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I agree with what you're saying, my brother, because I've argued this before that RJ had his best season at the two. You know what I'm saying? And it's like ever since we put him at the three, it seems like he's been struggling just with the mismatches that he's been getting. The thing is though, there's also that argument that maybe he needs to rise up to that challenge as well. Whereas in like.
100%.
That's now something you can do. If we need you there, you can do that. And it's because honestly, I feel like right now, still in year 4, we still don't have a defined role for the guy, and that's a little scary thinking about that. That's a number 3 pick that we re-signed. You know what I mean?
Can I interject on that comment?
Go, absolutely, my brother.
I want to interject because in year 4, I don't feel like he should be talking about we don't have a defined role for a player. He should have defined his role or carved it out like it's a turkey already, right? He should have been a leg, a thigh, a breast, or a wing already, right? We should know.
Center breast.
Right.
Am I capping?
No, you're not. Like real quick, SK, if I can. When it comes to RJ in year 4, especially after he got that contract extension, I've been a big fan of RJ ever since he came into the league. But right now in year 4, we need to take the kid gloves off for RJ. No more excuses. Don't need to be any more excuses with RJ.
And I'm not even going. Let's go back and forth real quick. Let's do it old school real quick, right? The problem is people wanted to see, and I've been saying it. Hold on. Yo.
My God, mute someone in the back.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold up. I gotta mute somebody. Somebody's saying
mute Reed. Sound like he's sucking on an Italian icy right now. But the problem is that dudes want to put RJ on the pedestal. So it's all hypothetical thinking, right? And what I mean by that is it's all hypothesis, or yeah, it's a hypothesis. They fantasizing. So when they talk about him, they talk about him in fantasy, and they don't talk about the reality of what we've been witnessing, right? They're always talking about what he could be or what he should be, or you know what I mean, instead of talking about what he is. Because if you talk about what he is, right, you're going to talk about a regular average role player. And nobody wants to say that because he was picked third. Now, I mean, when I said he rode Ja coattail to that third pick, people got mad at me. They labeled me a hater, but I just called it like I seen it. How do a dude with no skill, right? No skill actually evaluate? Hold on, let me finish. He's not a great three-point shooter. He's not a great dunker. He's not a great driver. He's not a great anything. How do you get picked third?
Hey, you know, there's actually a good example of somebody like that. Otto Porter Jr.
Oh God, yo, you're right.
Remember, he was like the third
let
pick.
me rebuttal that. Let me rebuttal that. Otto Porter Jr. He has skill set. He has a skill set. So he's his
Turn your
height,
TV
his
down. You
size.
mad loud back there, Doe. Sorry.
Yeah, it's his height, his arm length. It's kind of he has features. He has he has like measurements, and he's skilled. Otto Porter can shoot. He can shoot. He can shoot for rush. Like you could put him at the 4. Like,
Hold on, didn't he just win? Didn't Otto Porter just win a ring with the Warriors?
Yeah, but he a role player for that team. I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but see, when you're a role player, you should be able to play a role. We call RJ a role player, but my question is, what role can he play?
That's a great question.
One problem.
Drop a bomb on that audio. What role does RJ play? The segment 2. What role does RJ Barrett play? Easy.
I thought he was a 3 wing.
Hold on. We gotta go with the person that lawyers for him the most first. Jesus, man, where you at? You muted up or you here?
He's muted right now. If you're talking, you're muted, brother. Let me mute you.
I hear you fine. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. You were just muted.
So let me ask you a question, and I want a true answer. This season, what role does RJ provide?
Well, first thing, let me say, listen.
Please don't go off the question.
I brought that up to you a few days ago of RJ. I don't know what RJ's defining role is. So, to be the guy taking 19 shots. You guys who are in the minority.
Here we go.
Okay, we don't want RJ to take 19 shots a game. So then RJ will take 10 shots a game, and y'all still will criticize.
Bro, I gave you hold on. I gave you credit for this already. This is not the question that I asked. I asked a specific question, and I gave you credit for that already. Now you bringing up that old.
It's okay, Smoke. It's okay, Smoke. Because he took less shots. Hold on, Smoke. Can I
hold on.
please, Smoke?
Chill.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Yeah. I want to know. Let me answer the question so you can answer the question. I'm trying my best. What is RJ Barrett's defining role, as you put it?
I don't know
yet.
He
don't know.
So, Quiet Money, what is RJ Barrett's defining role?
Now, see, this and that has always been my issue. I don't think you can pigeonhole him to a role because he does not have an established skill set. You have to have some sort of skill set established to have a role. That's how you're going to play a role. Say, okay, you're a sharpshooter. Okay, so your role to be a sharpshooter, you're going to sharpshoot. Mr. Robinson, you're the lob threat. So when we pick and roll, brother, you have to be the lob threat. Julius Randle, you're a rebounder and somewhat of a playmaker. Okay, you have to rebound and playmake. He has a role. Jalen Brunson, he's a playmaker and a point guard and a scorer. That's what he does. Now, when it comes to RJ, he doesn't have a defined skill set to even be a role player. I have a problem with that, and I've always seen it, and I've always spoke about it, and people always gave me slack for saying that. But truth of the matter is, his ceiling is role player. That's his ceiling. That's his ceiling, not star, not perennial all-star, not superstar. A role player will be his ceiling if he hones in on a skill set. Because look, one, he can't finish, right? Can't finish in traffic. He has no dribble moves. He has no pull-up game. He has no set shot. He has no three-point shot. He can't finish with either hand efficiently. That is a problem to me. I think that's a problem. I mean, it's not really a problem if you're not gonna dub him. Okay, this is our second or first option. If you're not gonna do that, okay, it's not a problem. But if you're gonna give him one or two option attempts and focus and design plays to try to get him off, then I think it's a problem. Just saying.
Well, you think it's a problem?
Yeah.
Cool. You broke it down many different ways. You feel like that's a problem. That's how you see the game. And
well,
I see it as like I said before. I said he's starting to annoy me. You know what I'm saying? Because he is. There's no other way to put it. And
you're saying RJ starting to annoy you?
Huh?
You're saying RJ starting to annoy you?
Yeah. I say he's starting to annoy me because he's missing a lot of open shots. So it's not like he can't get the shot. He's missing the open shots. And he's missing open shots. Let's just call it what it is.
My question is here, E. My question is, if you, how could you get annoyed at him for missing open shots when he's not a shooter?
Well,
shooters are supposed to hit open
how many threes did he hit tonight?
He hit like 2 or 3.
So he can shoot. He can hit that shot. He's making it seem like it's impossible. He's hit 3 tonight alone. So don't say that he don't have a jump shot.
No, but what was he before tonight?
He might not have a off the
what
dribble.
Was he before tonight? E?
I can understand if you say that.
No.
Then I can be
he's
like,
been in the league 4 years now.
But you just can't
he's not
say.
A 3-point shooter. Yeah, you can hit a 3. You're an NBA player. Of course, you can hit a 3.
Like I said,
be nice when you hit multiple threes.
You said RJ Barrett doesn't have like that thing, that go to. I disagree with you.
What is it then?
I think that, huh?
What is it? What's the thing he go to? What's his move?
I disagree with you because I think RJ can get to the lane easier than a lot of other players.
But you say that, right? But E, it's 2 parts to that, right? When you get to the lane, you can do one or two things. You can join the defense and kick it out.
But don't avoid my question. I know he needs to learn how to finish. But don't avoid my question and evade my question by switching the subject. That's what you're doing right now. I said, you asked me for a skill.
Yo, guys, one at a time. Maybe this is a good time to change the topic and talk about something else that's not RJ.
You see how he evades? I'm sorry.
No. You're not going into that. Just move on.
Oh, now I can't preach. I can't say nothing. What I want to say, I can't make my point. We got to change the subject.
Well, make your point. Make it quick. A minute and a half.
Do your thing.
Nah, I wasn't trying to like, stop your opinion or anything like that. That wasn't my intention. My intention is so we can move on to something else. Because we've been on this RJ topic for a minute. That's the only reason why.
I want him to hold him accountable for evading the question.
I'm not evading any questions.
What's the question? What's the question?
No,
Hold
wait,
on, hold on. Let me speak.
project. Hold
Let
on,
me
hold on,
speak.
hold on,
Why,
hold on.
let me
Give me
speak.
one second,
So
one
we
second.
know, we all know what the question is. It's
One
concise,
second,
and then you can
smoke. One
answer it.
second. Project. Do me a favor, right? I want you to break down to E the fact that just getting to the hole, being able to get to the hole, is not the whole thing. Please explain to E for me, please, because he doesn't understand when I say it. You have when you get to the hole, you have to do one or two things. You either have to be able to create for someone else or finish
On
on your own.
facts.
If you're not dropping dimes or you're not finishing, get into the hole, it's for nothing. You're wasting a possession. If you're
But
not
you're
gonna
Facts.
help
saying,
someone
all
else
right,
score
all
or
right,
score
all right.
yourself,
But there's
it's
one
waste.
and there's the other. I'm saying he can get to the hole. Yeah, he can
Well,
have the ability to, like you say, play make, and he has to become a better finisher. How long have I've been saying that for since or last off season? I was like, he needs to become a better finisher because he can get to the lane. You can't name that many other players that can get to the lane as easy as him. And you can name a few players, but you can't name a lot of players above
Yo,
him. You trying to you avoid it.
I
You
I'm
gotta
trying
not
to
stop
evade
avoiding
the
talking.
question.
anything.
You trying
I've
to
Yo,
evade the
explained to
White
you
question.
a
man,
thousand
See, now
chill,
y'all
times,
White
doing
man.
E.
it again. Let
What
me
I'm
White
finish.
man,
saying,
Hold
chill.
on.
Y'all evading the
not a
Chill,
question.
brother.
It's
Yeah,
finishing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yo,
E, you
yo.
gotta chill. I
All
don't want to
right,
mute you.
uh,
Nigga, say chill.
all right, yo. So real quick.
No, hold on. I was gonna say
Let's.
something.
All right, go ahead,
Hold
smoke.
on, hold on.
No, no, no. Move
I
on.
was,
Move
I
on. No,
was,
move
hold on.
on.
I
Move
was
on.
talking all of that time,
Move
and y'all
on.
had me on mute.
No. Mute
No.
your
We just we
Stop talking
I
so he
just
can
did.
move on.
Hold
I
on, hold
just
on. I
did.
was talking all that time just now, and y'all put me
No,
on mute.
Bro,
we
stop
heard you,
talking so we
boy.
can move to the
So what
next
was I talking
subject.
about? What was I talking
no.
about?
We
We
heard
just
you.
What
What
was
are
I
you
talking about?
we
talking
just
about?
No.
did.
What was I
Hold on.
talking
Hold
about?
on, quiet.
Hold on. What was I talking about?
E,
This guy's
stop
crazy.
talking so he can move to the next subject.
Because y'all keep evading my questions.
No,
Why
And
you
you
not
stop
what?
evading
talking
my
so he
Yo,
can
what
question?
did
move to
I
the next
evade, bro?
subject.
I
You
told you.
evaded the question. You said
How
that
did I
you were
evade the
saying that
question? What are
RJ
you
didn't have
talking
any
about,
skills.
bro? Yo,
Stop
listen,
talking so
man.
we can move to the
Yo,
next subject,
So
bro.
how? So
This is not
here's
I
the
think we need
question.
to,
Here's
bro.
the
chill, nigga.
question. Here's the
We need to.
question. Based on tonight's performance, what improvements do we need to make? Because what I've always felt is that this just like like 2 seasons ago when we went ahead and we acquired Derrick Rose mid-season because we saw that we was going somewhere, but like there was something missing. What do you think is going to happen? What moves do you think are going to be made? What improvements do we need?
We need some more shooting, bro. To be honest with you, like Fournier is not a problem because he is playing defense. He drawing charges and shit. But if we still inefficient, that's the problem. We still fucking inefficient, like we not supposed to be. Jalen Brunson was supposed to be the end all be all of our inefficiency, and certain motherfuckers are still playing inefficient. I get why they are, but we need more. We need just more generic role players. We need more NPCs on our team, like a nigga like Wade. Excuse my N word. It's hard for me, right? I'm learning, but we need more NPCs like Wade, the dude that
Right.
just you don't even know about, and he just come in the game and drop 19 on your head, like from three.
We need more. You saying we need more Alec Burkses and what you call it?
We need better versions of them. Better versions of them because,
Mhm.
like SK said, and I'll throw it over to whoever afterwards. We need more shooting and defense, man. We shooting and defense. Like it's like we got one player that could do one thing, but they can't do the other, right? We
Correct.
got guys that are good that can shoot, but they can't play defense for dog shit, right? Isaiah Hartenstein as a center, he's a good playmaker, but at the same time, he gets bullied down low. Like he
Yep.
doesn't have the weight. He gets tossed around. There's sometimes you can see him against a backup center, cool, but you put him against a starting center, it's dog food all day. It's lunch food for the starting center when it comes
And,
to him.
and he only lunch food because he too anxious, right? So he
Yes.
always reaching and he not relaxed. If he relaxed, he could
Mm-hmm.
guard them. He
It's
is
like he's
tall.
nervous,
He got
bro. It's
long
like
arms. He's
It's
just
like
too anxious. He want to reach. He trying to prove like everybody else, and you can see it, right? And just let's note that I was the first person to say this, right? RJ trying to prove he a star. Jalen Brunson trying to prove he a point guard. Fucking Julius Randle trying to prove he belong. And the rest of these dudes is trying to we got a team full of prove it dudes. At this point, we need a bunch of dudes that know what they do, or you can't be on our team no more, bro. Like Quiet Money say, what is your skill set? What do you bring? We need specialists.
Right. I like that. I like that. Matter of fact, no, I love that because it's true. Like if you have a whole bunch of
for that, then
of course. Smoke was like, you're not gonna not give me my bomb.
He said, yeah. Oh, of course. I got you. What do I think?
What I was gonna say is I love that because it's true. A lot of what we have is a whole bunch of players trying to prove a point. Like, I can do this, I can do that. And it's like really what we need is somebody is like, yeah, I just shoot. That's what I do. I come here, I shoot, I get out the way. I come here, I defend, I get out the way. In the chat, our boy Reese said, I wonder if we can pick up a Clarkson or a Josh Hart. How do you guys feel about that? You guys think that's something that's in
I would like Jordan Clarkson, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. I second that notion. Sign me up for that.
I like Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson got game. I ain't gonna lie.
But if he comes over here, whose minutes is he taking? Is he taking D Rose or is he taking
First of all,
IQ?
somebody got to go.
Hold on. IQ can sit on the bench. He can't create.
Yeah, IQ and Jordan Clarkson can't be on the same team, brother.
Yeah. Would you trade?
At this point, we gotta stop holding these niggas' hands. Is we trying to win or is we trying to worry about who minutes is getting took? Fuck these niggas' minutes, my nigga. If you can't create, sit your ass on the bench and watch a nigga that can't create. Excuse my, I can't help myself because I get into real
N-word out your vocabulary, brother.
I get into real guy mode. And then I start telling it like it is.
No, and let me say something about Quickly too. Quickly, as of late, like, you know, we for the past few years have been making excuses for Quickly because when Quickly gets hot and he's shooting, he's damn near unstoppable sometimes. Like, let's be real. Like, when he gets when his shooting stroke is going, it's like there's not much you can do. But the problem with Quickly is his lack of maturity. It seems a lot of times like he's more worried about being the famous kind of like celebrity of the team, and rather than like, yo, like, you got basketball has to be your first priority. You over here.
The real audio, he can't create.
You're like you seeing your teammate is open in the corner, and you're more worried about throwing up your own shot.
The problem with a lot of the dudes in our team is like the only dudes that could create is the dudes that's not supposed to be creating, right?
Yeah,
like
that's a problem.
He said like before I muted him one time and he ran off, right?
Yeah, he's tight. He's tight.
Oh, he dipped?
Yeah, he dipped off. Because I muted because he likes to under talk you, and it's annoying. But all I was trying to say to him is that a dude like RJ, right? If you know he can drive, why is he not a better at assisting the basketball?
Exactly.
Why is his vision not up to par? It's year 4. He's still looking like he in year 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we supposed to make excuses. Oh, you a hater, bro? No, I'm not a hater, bro. Look at year 4 and look at year 1 and tell me the big difference that you see. Tell me.
That's a fact. Nah, I agree.
Show it to me. Put it on tape and I'll fucking Go through it and apologize. Fucking bum, bro. That shit pisses me off because we got to deal with this bummy ass shit, and he just got an extension for us to watch bum ass shit for another 4 years after this year.
You see, Smoke? That's what I'm talking about. He didn't give himself the extension. The Knicks gave him an extension. Can't extend yourself. He can't draft himself, and he damn sure can't extend himself.
Look who's in the chat. My boy Shaw. Let me drop a bomb for my boy Shaw Legacy, man. Yo, what's good, Shaw?
Yo, what up, y'all? It's good to everybody
Good,
up there, man. I was listening a little bit. I
Salute,
heard
bro.
probably the
Salute. How
last
you doing?
15 minutes. No, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I feel the same way y'all feel, you know. I mean, everybody giving these analogies, but the short of it is, we ain't got no superstars, so we ain't gonna be on shit. You know what I mean? And that's just we giving people a chance to develop or be that if that's what they're supposed to be. But either we gonna wait it out or we just gotta start making some moves in the near future, you know.
Right.
For real.
Nah, I agree, and just as far as the game today, what did you see? Was there anything that you liked in particular? Anything that you didn't like? I want to hear your opinion as far as the game tonight.
I mean, the flow of the game was good. You know, we was in the game, and I told you it seemed like every time we played against Donovan Mitchell when he was in Utah, it always end up the same way. It's like we always play hard against him. We always be in the game, and as soon as that fourth quarter come, that shit just go left, man, all the time. It's like he got so many gears, yo, where you think that you in the game, but he got a
Right.
hidden gear that, you know what I mean, he just waiting for.
Right.
And before you know it, you just it's over. You know what I mean? It's the same results all the time playing Donovan Mitchell.
It
That's why
was
I
it
wanted
was
him on this team.
it was tough watching him do us, thinking to myself like, damn, we should have him. It was tough. I ain't gonna lie. I was very sad.
He said
Yeah,
he's very sad.
yeah. No, it's just it's the crazy
I'm
part.
not gonna
The
lie,
He's
crazy
bro.
part
sad.
is
It's sad.
the the crazy part is hearing
Yo,
everybody who said we don't need him.
yeah.
Right.
Read the
Oh, all right. Reese Rolex, salute. He says, which I put up, if Grimes gets healthy, he could fill those holes where we were lacking offensively and defensively. But either Cam, Quickly, or Fournier will be the odd man out. Maybe even two out of those three.
That's some accuracy to that point.
All right, talk about it.
I feel like, to be honest, bro, the person that really needs to, I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna be fucking, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. RJ needs to be,
I'm gonna be fucking.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. RJ needs to sit on the bench, like
Oh wow.
Let Grimes and Cam run with Brunson and with Brunson, Randall, and Mitch. We gotta see what that look like. We need Grimes today because apparently he's our other savior, right? So I want to see when Jehovah come back what it's looking like.
Jehovah Grums.
Oh man.
Quentin Jehovah. What is it?
I just gotta see. You can't be mad at me.
Understand this though, Smoke.
What?
At the end of the day, players' contracts talk. That's what determines how much playing time and what they leash. It's the final say and everything. Because no matter
Fact.
how much Evan Fournier has deficiencies on defense, he got signed to that money, so he's going to play. We've just newly minted RJ with his new contract. He's gonna play,
Bro,
brother.
to be honest, inflation says that contract don't mean shish. So,
I get
you know what I
that.
mean?
I get that. But right now, for our roster, it
Like,
does.
if your man playing like we gave him $100 million to average. See, I gotta stop because I'm gonna get the migraine.
We
So I'm
can't
gonna
ask
stop.
more. I don't think it's fair.
Why can't we need more? No,
I
hold
don't think
on.
it's fair.
Hold
Smoke.
on. You get $100 million. He should be working harder, right? Mitch do the best he can when he only averaging 60 million, right? And this dude getting 100 million to be out there looking like, oh God, what's that dude that I call him from The Simpsons? Ned? No, not even Ned. I call him the bully. Nelson. He looked like Nelson out there. Stoic
listen,
face, no emotion, while we getting our ass bust.
All right, listen, right? I get that. I want more. You expect more, but his deficiencies is what I'll be harping on. With his deficiencies, bro, with the fact that he's not blessed with talent, he's not gifted with athleticism, he's not gifted with the skill set to become a sharpshooter or a knockdown shooter. Like, he's not gonna be able to do those things.
He could be a corner 3 specialist if he hit the shit. That's all he gotta do.
But guess what? But this is why I blame the Knicks. If that's his true ceiling or his true ability, why the hell did you give him that money?
I thought, to be honest with you, I thought they was gonna go through the season and
I thought that too. Let him hit restricted free agency.
Play it out.
I thought it too. But you know what? This is what I'm saying. This is where the fans like E come in. Like, you have fans that are like, they part of the RJ Barrett hive. Like, he has a real, for real fan base. And it's a big percentage of the Knicks fan base. They would riot if we traded him or had gave him a contract that was not 6-figure. They would have rioted. I mean, $100 million actually. I think he's actually worth around $75 million. I'm just being honest. Like, same thing Keldon Johnson got, the man that beat him out of that last all-rookie team spot. I think that's the same contract he should have. It's just that he's playing for New York and it's big lights. You know, there's the bright lights. You know, we got the media. You know, they blow. Everything is magnified over here. So, you know, that definitely played a part in him getting his contract. He has a large fan base, bro. But he can't. It's not his fault. He didn't draft himself, like I said, bro. He is what he is. I'm tired of bashing him. Actually, I'm actually tired of that. It's not his fault, bro. It's not his fault. His fault.
Yo, fellas, my fault, bro. I just been going back and forth with my producer. I got a production
It's all good, bro.
in like
No, you
5
good.
minutes. Listen, I just want to let y'all know, you know, we started a new show, Knicks Morning Brew. You guys are more than welcome to come on Fridays. We're doing open panels. We got the show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The company I'm with, Nights of DJ, we just launched our own beer. So we got our own beer that's out there right now. Yes, sir.
How can I get some?
Yeah, congratulations,
How can I
bro.
get some, bro? What up? That's right, man.
Hold on. Nigga, you got my number,
With the
nigga.
N-word.
Get my address. I need a subplug. I need a Sam Pal, nigga. Sam
Like,
Pal.
right now, where you could get it, if you're in the city, right, there's Gramercy Ale House, which is a bar in the city. We sell it directly in the bar.
Bro, I live in California. I ain't in the city.
You missing out, Smoke. Too bad, Smoke.
All right, keep plugging your shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk, but you gotta speak up. They gotta hear you.
If you look up Saucy Brewworks, you'll be able to find it in Saucy Brewworks. I can't hear me. Hold on. What's wrong with my thing?
I got you right now. I'm gonna turn you up on mine. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, Saucy Brewworks, you can find it. You can order it online. But SK, I'm gonna hit your DAC so I can send you one specifically. All right, bro?
Facts. You out of here?
Yeah, that can look dope.
I
Go
got...
put that can to the camera.
Nah, I appreciate that.
Oh, that's a
Knights of
fire
Deacon.
can, my God.
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope.
Yes, sir.
That's your style too. That's your
Nah,
style. But that's
appreciate
your
you. I
style
appreciate
right
I,
that.
there. I
I
already
appreciate you
know.
coming through. Drop
Of
a
course,
bomb for my
SK.
boy before you get out of here, man.
Absolutely,
That's right.
absolutely. It was a
Quiet
pleasure
Money,
as
salute, my
always.
guy.
Yeah, salute, my
Yo,
God.
salute
Salute,
Project
bro.
Nerd.
Appreciate you.
100,
Sean.
bro.
Definitely.
Here we
Yo,
go.
wish you guys all the best, fams.
Mm.
Salute to my guy.
Let's get back to this work. Let's get back to this work, bruh.
Can we stop
Uh,
talking about RJ for a little bit?
no.
Yo, that's what I was trying to say, Audio. He's so
RJ,
polarizing, brother.
RJ.
Can't
Can
help
we
it.
start talking about the
It's
franchise
crazy, son.
superstar of the
Yo,
team?
I did not want to talk about him at all, Audio. Not at all.
Can't help it.
Man,
Go to the next
Nah,
subject, Audio. Go to the next subject. Whatever's on your top, whatever topics on your mind, go to it and we'll respond.
all right. So
Yeah.
here's my next one. Right. At what point are we gonna start holding the front office accountable if the season doesn't turn out the way that we expect it to?
To be honest, and I got a quick soliloquy on that this year, because just tonight we seen dudes taking it personal. You feel me? And like, and first game we seen dudes taking it personal. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it's fucked up that it's a boomerang because it always come back to the same shit. You know what I mean? And it's tough that we got to do niggas like this, but they did our man like that last year. So we got to come back with that same type of energy and let them know that, like, who's causing us to be trash? Our third round draft pick.
Mhm.
He ain't got no dribble. He ain't got no dribble skills. He ain't got no he
See, we
ain't.
back on him again. Can't help it. We back on him again. Come on, bro.
yeah, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like I always said, the biggest problem that I got with RJ is his delusional fan base that's putting more on him than he know. I mean, he don't think that he's that yet. I know he don't think that, but
Right.
he feel like he has to try to be that because people they'll tell you straight up and down, you can't hold him accountable. You can't critique him. That's starting to float around these streets now. So it's like, if that's our number one, if that's our number third draft pick, and we got to watch all of these other things going on throughout the league, all of these youngins taking each franchise to new heights,
Mhm.
and we just got to sit there and put the hype on our guy, but he don't have to perform it. That don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing real things in real time in these other cities, on these other teams. These same dudes, 22 years old, 21 years old, they really doing it. But we could just put that hype on our dude. We could just say, yo, he's better than all of them. We don't care about none of that. He didn't see that. But he could underperform. And don't give us the things that those other guys is giving their team.
Right.
And we got to be cool with that shit.
Right.
That ain't cool, man.
Right.
It's very
That ain't
frustrating.
cool.
No, fuck it being cool. It's very frustrating.
It is. It really is.
I mean, we here we're real Knicks fans, right? At the end of the day, what we want to see is our team improve and get better. And it seems like a lot of these fans, supposed fans, all they really care about is seeing their favorite player, you know, score, 30 points per game, and it's like
They don't even care if we lose, Audio.
that's what I'm
As
saying.
long as they person did well.
Right?
Mm.
That
That's
to me is crazy.
That's fucking despicable.
It's true.
I definitely have a problem with that.
It's
We
despicable.
in trouble.
Yeah, we in trouble because we noticed this quick, right? As basketball fans that really like the sport and know or seem to know what we're talking about. If we're gonna beat the teams that's trash and lose to the teams that's good, we in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because a
Right.
lot of teams got better this year. So it's like,
Mm-hmm. They
you know,
sure have.
like you gotta step it up. You gotta step it up. But at the end of the day, to get to the question that Audio had about the front office, me personally, I'm gonna hold them accountable when we about 5 games under 500. Because at that point, I don't think we climbing out of that hole. And that's a
Right.
small hole to climb out of, but we just gonna go downhill from there, I believe.
Mm-hmm. What about you guys?
Yeah, I gotta hold them accountable because they didn't pull the trigger on Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. See,
I definitely. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I
go ahead.
definitely agree with the front office holding them accountable and stuff like that. But I was always that's what I was saying. That's pretty much what I'm aiming at when I say it's not his fault. He didn't draft himself. He didn't extend himself. That's the front office. It's the front office. I couldn't understand. I'm like, why would they do that? Like in the middle of negotiations, this front office, the middle in the right smack dead in the middle of the trade negotiations for Donovan Mitchell, they chose to extend RJ with a poison pill contract. I'm like, and he's one of the players to be named to actually be in the trade. I didn't understand that. That seems like complete straight sabotage to me. Like that seems like sabotage. Like this is what they wanted to do. Now that's the front office.
Right.
That's a
But yo,
problem.
I kept saying it, fam. The fan base begged for that nigga to stay. They
Yes,
begged.
they did. Yes,
They
they did.
begged.
Yes, they did. They did.
They was on
They
their
really did.
knees, their hands, praying to Allah, Jehovah, and Jehoshaphat, nigga.
Every God known the man, right? Yeah, I get that too. That's true. And
My
that's
whole
what I
thing
was
was
trying to tell
I
you,
don't I
but I
don't know
was
what
trying to.
RJ did in this time to warrant that kind of like love.
All he
Like
did was get drafted, my nigga. What you
Get
talking about?
drafted
Are you a
third,
Knicks
It's
bro.
fan?
just the
You
draft.
live in New York?
It's just the
The
draft.
mighty 3 pick, bro. the
That's it.
almighty third pick.
Niggas
he
didn't even love Porzingis this much. You know why?
That's terrible.
man, and Porzingis was that dude to me until
He's the one that he's one of the ones that got away.
hmm If it wasn't
He
for
got
that
away. We
for
had
his
him.
injury,
See, that was another point niggas just wants
We
to
were supposed
skip
to
by.
wait for him though.
I'm like, yo, why is y'all niggas so hype over RJ when Porzingis was 10 times better than that nigga? Nigga, oh, we can't talk about Porzingis. Ah.
with that being said, y'all feel like Phil Jackson was actually not that bad of a front office guy
He was
considering.
horrible. He was
No,
terrible.
he
Shit
was
was
horrible.
trash.
He
He
was terrible.
should have never drafted fucking Frank.
Yeah, almost.
You was part of the Frank Hive, Smoke.
I was, but he
What?
should have never drafted that nigga.
Smoke, you was part of the Frank guy?
I was. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
like Frank.
did
I
not
did
know
like Frank.
that.
See, but you see how I don't sit here and lie and pretend that I wasn't? I was a
That's
part of the
good that
Frank
you're not
High.
gonna lie.
Nigga,
At least you're not gonna lie.
nigga. But I can sit here and tell you that nigga is a bum.
Yeah, at least you ain't lying about it, bro.
You know what it is? I think with Frank, people at least Frank had a skill set, which was that he could defend.
Yeah, exactly. A definitive skill set.
Exactly.
There you go.
You get it. He has something,
Definitive skill set.
and I
Yeah.
hung my hat on defense playing basketball because I had to learn
Oh,
how
hold
to play
up.
offense,
DSJ's in the
and all I
chat.
had was basketball.
Salute
What you
to my
said,
guy
Odell?
DSJ.
Hit the
Delano
fucking
still.
link. Hit the fucking
Look at
link.
DSJ.
Let me drop a bomb for my
DSJ
guy.
was
Salute to my
Salute,
guy.
DSJ. Hit the fucking link. Let's talk about it.
Paste that in the chat for my guy.
Get my son in here.
Hit the fucking link. Let's talk about it.
Drop the link, audio.
Yes, of course I did.
Of course. Hit the fucking link. Let's talk about it.
That's my guy, DSJ, man.
That's another cool, level-headed brother.
Hey, I always respect his opinions. You feel me?
No, we need
cool, level-headed brother.
we need both sides of the spectrum. We need the dudes that agree and the dudes that disagree, or the dudes that agree and disagree. You
We
feel me?
wouldn't have a show if we didn't have people that didn't disagree, man. That's the truth.
For sure.
You see, after we got that first win against Detroit, well, after we got that first loss against Memphis, which was a good game, but I was pissed off about that game. I kept telling y'all when we was like, yo, what y'all think we're gonna do with Detroit? And some of y'all, oh, Detroit, yo, they kind of good, and I'm like, nah, we gonna smack them because we supposed to smack them. But I want to know what we're gonna do against these real dudes. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you know where you at. And so far, we look like we don't belong.
Nah, we don't belong.
We look like we don't. But Milwaukee made us look like, yo, y'all don't even belong, man. Get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
And now it just feel like we on that path right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not to be honest, bro.
And
I
it
don't want to
all
be
goes
blowing
back to not having a
I don't want to be blowing out. I don't want to be blowing out bad teams and then beating good and then getting blown out by good teams. Nah, I'm not on that.
And you
It
shouldn't
just shows
be.
you where you at. It shows you where you
You
at.
are what you are, though, bro.
Yeah,
You
it
are
shows
what
you
you
where
are.
you at. And so far, the the three good teams that beat us, they all got superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
Whereas, like, you can't even really be mad. You're like,
No, you really can't even be mad. You really can't.
No. With this fan base, you could be extra mad
Yeah, with
because
the fan
these
base, you could be
goofies don't
mad.
even want you to have. These goofies don't want a superstar on the Knicks. They think we got it right here. They will argue you down. We don't need him. We don't need that. We got such and such. We got Obi. We got this one. And then when you go out there and get smacked, you got to remember all that shit that you've been hearing all summer. We got it. We don't need nothing. And that's where the frustration comes in.
Facts.
Because nobody want to cut the umbilical cord. Everybody just want to hold on to these babies, and no, I'm never gonna give him up for adoption. I love him. So you don't want to win.
Yeah, I'm not
You
pro
don't want to
abortion.
win.
None of that.
yeah, you funny, bro.
It's just what it is,
You
man.
say no, I love him.
That's how they are. You hear them. You hear them from time to time, man. That's all you hear. It's just this big love affair. And then when we get humiliated, now everybody pointing fingers at this guy, the seventh dude on the bench, and all of this stupid shit. Yo, you don't have nobody really. You have a little bit of something, but you don't want to improve. So guess what? You get ran out the gym when you're in front of them real dudes all the time.
Yep.
Right.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Yep.
Oh man. So I mean, considering that, man, what are you guys feeling? Like, you guys got any questions you guys want to ask? Anything you guys want to?
I got a question.
What's up?
I got a question. What do we do now?
We got to make a move. Before,
ain't it a little bit early for that, Smoke?
Nah, it's never too early.
It's too early for that. It is too early for that. You got to make moves on your roster. You got to switch some things up. That's the only moves you can make right now. All the trade shit,
that's the moves I meant, Sha.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were talking about put somebody on the move, like get them up out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, nigga on the roster gotta go.
Oh,
You can't go nowhere but to the bench right now. whoever it
I
is.
ain't
I mean,
like,
even if it's nobody in the front, I mean, I know they're gonna pick Fournier. Fournier gonna be the designated herd, but at the end of the day, some of these minutes need to be cut down.
yes, sir.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these minutes need to be definitely chopped down.
Now, here's my thing, though, Sha. I know who you're implying. I know who you're referring to. But understand this, brother. I feel you. I feel you, and I agree with you. But the politics rule. If the dude just got signed to $100 million contract, he's playing. Just like Evan Fournier got signed to his $70-something million contract, even though he was a liability.
Yo, quiet money. He could
So,
play, but let
I
that
don't
nigga
have
play
nothing
on
against
another
nobody
fucking
playing.
team. Nigga. That nigga could play all he want. Let that nigga play in Detroit or Utah.
I know
Nah,
they
I,
paid
I,
What
him,
you
bro.
talking
I'm not
about?
even. I'm not even
They
going that
paid him,
far. Right,
son. You got
I'm talking about the roster. I'm talking about the roster right now. Just
yeah.
like some
Nigga,
minutes
I'll
because
trade
Because
RJ for
yeah.
Jordan Clarkson right now, today, nigga. Today.
But
John
would
Clarkson is
Utah do
solid.
it though?
I'll
No.
trade that nigga for Jordan Clarkson today, nigga, right now.
But
But would
that's not
Utah
going.
do
That's
it?
never going to happen.
Exactly.
Today.
It's never going to happen. I'm talking about something more realistic, like chopping down some minutes, featuring other people. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna have to change this shit up a little bit.
Yeah,
What's
like
up? Even a minute with
give
that.
RJ less minutes when he's shitting it up.
I mean, even that. All right, look at it this way. I'll break it down to you like this, right? You know, you got the coach, got the GM, and you got the president, right? I'm saying when they acquire a player, pretty much the GM and the president they kind of work together, right? But the GM is the one. It's pretty much the time. Most of the time, he's the one that tells the president what player he wants, right? That he's looking at. So when they get that player, when that player is brought in, that was a move made by the GM, who is above the coach. So if the GM brings in, and then at the end, the owner is above all of them. So if you got a player, if the GM brings in a player and he get paid $100 million, right? If he get paid $100 million, the GM is definitely gonna want him to play. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who he would designate to come in. The president definitely wants to see production from that player. You know what I'm saying? So the coach has to play those players that got the money, because it's the money, it's the whole reason, it's what actually where the structure comes from. It's the amount of his contract. Like
Now we understand that
what
the fact that nigga got paid, he is forced to play, just like you
that's the
said,
truth.
Fournier.
That's the
But
truth.
at what point in time do niggas start scheming for us to win?
Um, when it's like that, most of the time that you have to go a season, you have to go a whole, and even more. You have to go a season sometimes of showing the futility of that player and the fact that they just can't win with them, and they just better off, going in a different direction with another player, because you got to bring something back. The coach can see it. The coach knows it firsthand. He knows what it is, but he's being told who to play and when to play them. So when they're like Tibbs rotation, then Tibbs rotation. Yeah, you talk about Tibbs rotation, but it's also a general manager, you know what I'm saying, that's telling Tibbs that, yo, listen, the president paid this dude this amount of money, so he needs to show some type of production. You better put him in his best position to get his numbers. And Tibbs, at the end of the day, have to make it work. And it's not fair, but that's just what it is.
But quiet money.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that pisses me off the most is that we had to listen to a whole summer of RJ's the number one option. Get rid of Julius Randle.
When they
Brunson,
gonna start caping for these bums, yeah?
hold
When they
on.
gonna start caping for these bums, yeah? When they gonna start kicking all these bombs, yo?
Yo,
Oh shit.
a whole fucking summer of this fucking nonsense, right? And then as soon as the outcome early is exactly what, and this is what they're going to do to you, right? We're going to be out of the standings, and then motherfuckers is going to show up, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, he balling, bro. We're
Yup.
out of it."
Yup. Meaningless shit that don't mean nothing. That's exactly how it's gonna go.
I agree.
And then they're going to pretend dude had a good season when we needed you most, we couldn't find you.
I'm tired of this shit already.
Yo, as long as
26
RJ
games
scoring
in.
30, that's all they care about.
He need to hurry up and get off our team for real. I ain't gonna lie.
That's all they. If he's averaging 24 points per game, that's all I need to hear.
That's not enough, Audio. We need to be winning every game.
Exactly.
Fuck what he averaged if we losing.
But he's not capable. So
that's the shit they tried to. That's the shit they tried to pull last year. He averaged 20 points per game. They featured him, but we lost every game he was featured in. What are you talking about?
And he shot horrible. Yeah. Fellas, I think it's going to be a long season.
I think so.
Yeah, it looked like a season where we're going to beat all the bad teams and lose to all the good teams.
Now, we're not going to beat all the bad teams either. I'm going to let you know that right now.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to beat all the bad
I'm seeing
teams. Bad
teams beat good teams every night. We ain't going to address that topic, but that's not going to be what's going to happen.
And let me tell y'all something. Clarkson, we got to keep an eye out for him. Because Utah right now, they're winning, and they not trying to win.
Sure does look that way. Sure does seem that way.
Nah, but that's what you're supposed to do in the NBA. Start winning the first couple weeks and nigga tank in the middle.
Yeah, I think so.
They doing it right. They doing exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can look out later. But right now,
watch them get the number 1 pick too.
Because all the teams they said was tanking.
All season.
All the teams they said was tanking is winning right now. Literally.
Don't make no sense.
We tanking.
We ain't getting no Wembanyama. We ain't getting nothing.
We never get nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know. And that audio on that note is why I never understood the hesitancy of not trading. Like they want to hold on to the pick. Who are we going to have the opportunity to draft? You think we're going to have the opportunity to drop a top 2 pick? I doubt it.
They would never give us Wembanyama. They would never give us Wembanyama. That's false.
Never. We could lose every single game, and we still won't get him.
They're gonna give it to a team with 2 or 3 stars that don't even fucking need him.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's gonna go to a small market team. I promise you. My assumption is the Jazz. It makes all the sense in the world. They lost a star player and complimentary players, and they took the biggest hit. So it'll be them. It makes basketball sense. It makes financial sense. It makes all the sense in the world for me. He'll end up over there.
Like when Seattle traded fucking Paul Pierce. I mean, not Paul Pierce. Ray Allen to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
The same year they was getting KG. Bullshit.
Made no sense. They're gonna take care of them.
Because they was getting Kevin Durant.
You know it.
All right, with that being said, how you guys feeling about today's show so far?
Oh man,
What?
I love this
What
show.
right now? This show?
Yeah,
Currently?
how you? Yeah, how you think? How y'all feeling so far? Y'all think?
Yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie. We running it right now. I ain't gonna lie. 100%. We got rid of the bozo, and it's running good.
Bozo.
Yeah, you know his name. I'm not gonna. Don't make me expose him.
Nah, it's all
I'll
good.
listen to the playback.
Nah, but I think we're in a good place right now to cap it off for the day, for the night.
We are. I believe so.
Just because I don't want it to drag in that way. We could talk.
It's perfect. Perfect.
All right.
I enjoyed the show.
So hold on. Who's the next team we play? Who we got next?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that.
I don't know.
That's a good one.
We still
And
stuck
when
on
we
today.
play next? Because now we what? What are we? 3-3.
500.
So we 500. So now this is when shit get real.
All right. So the next game we have is the Hawks on Wednesday. Wow.
What? Oh my!
Another superstar.
They did us like that.
Another superstar.
Yo, come on! They did us like that. Really?
Another one. Another one.
Yo, nah. Oh, yeah, you lying right now.
I swear to God.
No.
They didn't do us like that, bro. That's craziness. That's madness.
They did.
That's madness.
Yeah, and then after that we have the 76ers, the Celtics.
What? Yo,
then we got RJ's kryptonite. Then we got RJ's kryptonite, the Timberwolves.
God.
And then we got the bum ass Nets.
This shit could get real spooky, man. It's already spooky. I'm gonna tell you that straight. It's spooky already.
We about to be 3-10.
About to be 3-10.
Listen, yeah, pretty much.
I think we steal maybe one or two of those at most, but
this is bad.
I'm telling you, man, this superstar thing is very important. It's very.
Sure
who the fuck do we think we are to have somebody on the table? And then, like, real talk though, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are we to think that we can talk greasy about dudes that could potentially be traded to us, and we could devalue them and say they ain't shit, they ain't proved nothing, we don't need them. You see how our lineup is? We just got taught by the Bucks, so we had to see that Greek freak superstar. Then after that, he smacked us and sent us over to Cleveland. We had to go see a spider. He fucking crawled up our chest. Now we got to go see an ice tray.
Damn. We getting fucked up by we getting beat up by fucking cold water and all the animals, the mammals, nigga. What the fuck?
After the ice tray, we got to go see Tatum and Brown.
Oh damn! Then we getting beat up by a leprechaun after, nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
Then we got to go see a hungry KD and Kyrie.
Oh,
we got to go see Ant-Man. No, we got to go see an Ant-Man, and then we got to go see a hungry KD and Kyrie.
Oh God! So we got to fake fucking leprechauns.
We don't need no star though. We don't need no superstar.
We in trouble.
Just to be satisfied by
we got
being
RJ back. We got RJ. We good. We gonna be good. We got RJ.
RJ.
So more like Slaw J. Cold
and it ain't
Slaw.
even that kid. It ain't even his fault, man. Like Quiet Man said. It ain't his fault, man.
Stop that.
It's not solely on him. It's not solely on him. You have to listen to his fan base. You have to listen to these Knicks fans who will trash anybody that that comes up in a trade and his name come. They don't give a fuck about if you won rings. They don't care if you a 3-time All-Star and only been here for 5 years.
Nothing.
They don't care about none of that. You ain't shit when it come to RJ.
It's fan base.
But we not supposed to depend on him to carry a big load since you got a big fan base and you got this whole cliche of you being Broadway this and Star J that. We supposed to look at you and depend on you.
Yeah.
Most of these niggas
He's
is young
supposed to
cats
carry
that's busting our ass in your age bracket.
in his age bracket. Oh God.
We know he ain't built like that, bro. We would have seen it already.
Yeah. So why you extend him?
He ain't. I mean,
It's like
Why you let that boy hit the market?
it's like their hands were forced because of the fan base, man.
Exactly, and that's what Shah is saying. It's the fan base.
it's
not RJ,
my
it's the
gripe.
fan
My
base.
gripe is the fan base because they push the narratives. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's just crazy. But as far as like before we cut out, as far as like what do our team do? Do they start changing up the pecking order? Do
But
they
they're not
start
gonna.
doing something?
But you can't because of the money.
It's all
You
politics
man,
now.
you can do
It's all,
whatever you want.
Cannot, Shah.
it's all
You can do
politics
whatever
now.
you want. You can do whatever you want. You
Who
can do
gonna do
whatever
it?
you want. There's dudes on this team. Like we done seen. All right, nobody want to see the ball in Randall's hand per se. That this is what they say or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But what you think we got a better chance of winning in RJ hands or in Randall's hands? You got to come to that decision. We can't just keep
That's a
doing this
fact.
shit.
I think. Listen, but when I
You
say
got to
you
shift some of
can't
this
do
shit
it though,
around, man.
when I say you can't do it, it's because of the politics of it. Meaning, like it's certain people in the high places that put him there that gave him this contract, and that now he has to justify giving him that contract. And the only way to justify giving him that contract is for him to produce.
But nobody can make him produce though.
But they trying right now. He's
That's
stat
cool,
pattern. He's clearly stat
but but
pattern.
but everything is there's plans for everything. How long? My thing is, how long do you think we just stay like this? Is it a
I
20
don't think we
game
should stay
thing
like
that
this
they
for
got? Like,
long at all.
what is it? A 15 game, 20 game? Like, when do something change? Like some type of shift in the way we doing things in our front line. You know what I mean? And
I
our
don't
starting
even know.
five.
Smoke. I mean, shit, I couldn't even.
It can't.
I
This
couldn't even
can't be
tell
the
you,
plan
bro.
to just for the whole season to just do it like this.
Yep.
This has to be some type of test or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a litmus
This
test.
got to be graded. Yeah, it has to be.
I think
Yep.
it may be. The only thing that could come and disrupt the set pecking order is horrendous performance. Like you gotta be like terrible. Like that first game, if you'd have had a couple more like that, just like that, then and you could start to possibly go against what initially.
But look at our next 7 game lineup though. We running into superstar after superstar after superstar. So you mean to tell me
I
we
mean,
got
it's
a
enough for me,
possibility
but
of being
to only ride
being
6.
7? Fuck is that?
Also, man. I mean, this is why I wanted things the way I wanted it. Like if we had a chance to trade for a perennial all-star, and we don't have none on this team, I thought that was a good place to start. I mean, but they didn't do that. So
Now we
By
look
next week,
terrible, bro. Without any 3-point shooting.
yep,
Yo, Quiet Money, I think that's you, bro.
Can you hear me?
yep.
Can you hear me?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, it's like it's feeding back, bro.
Oh God, hold on. I hear that shit.
I'm gonna just mute you for now, Quiet Money, while Smoke talking. I think that's our cue to go.
Yo,
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's feeding back into the mic, bro. That sounds crazy.
Sound like the devil in this motherfucker.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Smoke.
Yeah.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. Like, I agree with y'all, bro. We need to focus and see if we can win as many games as possible until we can get ourselves a real superstar, bro. Or else we just wasting our times. Period.
Yeah. We can't do this season after season. We're gonna have to definitely go and hit a home run, man. For
To be
real.
honest, we need to start focusing on who we need to trade for.
Right.
And I know it's early. And people will be like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. It's early.
Yo.
Yo, I'm here. But yeah, no, like that nigga said, it may be early, but at the end of the day, bro, like if we can't compete against the best teams in the league, then we can't get hype when we win. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if we only winning against mediocre talent, that means we just above mediocre.
It don't mean anything then. It's essential.
Exactly my point, fam. It
Like
don't mean
we
nothing.
about to win pointless. That just means we win in pointless games to get a worse draft order or whatever the case is.
Exactly,
It doesn't
nigga.
benefit us
And that
in any
means
way,
we got
and we're
all
not
those
going
draft
for it
picks,
every year.
and they're not going to benefit us because we're going to just be adding more fucking overrated veterans to our squad when we really need to get rid of some of the young players that's not helping us.
Right. Mm-hmm.
To be honest, at this point, RJ, Obi, and Quickly, they got to go.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny enough. I've been liking what I've been seeing from Obi lately. He's been playing that role pretty well. Right now I can't really bash Obi.
And he still got to go.
His defense is bugged out.
That's my problem with him.
RJ, Obi, and Quickly got to go. They got to go, bro.
That's my problem with Obi. It's like you got all that athleticism. Why don't you use that? You feel me? To play some defense, to block the ball, get some rebounds.
That nigga want to cherry pick and be on the highlight reel, my nigga. That nigga don't want to play no defense. With the nigga Quiet Money or somebody said, that nigga don't got no physique. He don't work on his rebound. All that nigga do is cherry pick and leak out.
Well, these next 7 games could be the end of our season.
Literally, it might be.
You go into a 7-game hole, like, let's be for real. You don't even have a superstar that you could jump on his back and he could climb you out of that. So, like, what we doing?
Right.
And then Thibodeau ain't playing the dudes that he need to play when he need to play him. He keep bringing people like RJ and Julius back in when you should just keep fucking Quickly and Rose out there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We get that you want to get RJ in the rhythm, but if the nigga's not in the rhythm, bro, we trying to win.
Right. Nope. With that being said,
the nigga gave up 2, and they caught the second one on Julius, but the nigga gave up 2 4-point plays in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Straight off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
One to Donovan, one to Kevin Love.
No, one of those was Randall. The second one was
Nigga,
Randall.
it was really RJ, but they call it on Randall.
All right, with that being said, yo, let's close this thing out. Should we end on a
Yeah,
high
drop
note?
another bomb and let's call it a night.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Smoke, I don't know if you peep, but I put this beat in here. This is gonna be, I'm thinking for the Smoking Nick. You feel me? When we're closing out, opening up, we start out with this genre right here. Drop that bomb. Everyone watching. Hope to see you guys next time. We're gonna keep it always real over here with my guys.
Appreciate you, man. Smash that damn like button.
You feel me? My
Yeah,
guys,
that's
my
fine.
legacy.
To Shaw,
Yo,
Thank you to my guy, Quiet Money.
to Quiet Money, to Jesus, to my nigga Dos Aki. This is the
and
smoke.
my man, nice show, you heard?
That's audio. That's Shaw Legacy. Drop that bomb, son.